good. You're muted.
Hi, Judge. How are you?
Good evening, Judge. This is the Spanish interpreter on the line.
Oh, good. I don't think we need you, so you can be excused. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Our interpreter will now disconnect.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Good night. All right. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm Julie Bagley.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Looks like I have a warrant for first-degree criminal trespass from October of 2023 with a $500 bond. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, please, Judge. So, as the court is already aware, Ms. Bagley was not voluntarily absenting herself. She is back now. I know the IA was continuing to punch, but Judge, I just want you to consider that this is a Class 6 felony for criminal trespass. The Justice Court warrant is for failure to appear, and it seems like shoplifting. So Ms. Bagley is asking for one chance on pretrial services release, so that way she can go to Superior Court as well as City Court and then take care of this. As I said, Judge, she just got back.
Okay.
She just got back, so we're asking for that chance. Thank you.
So the holds that they're showing are these charges, right, at the jail. She doesn't have anything new because they're showing that she has a bond.
The jail is telling me just the Superior Court and Justice Court, Judge.
All right, just a second.
No.
I don't read pre-trial yet. All right. Well, it looks like she was released already once to pretrial. So I think I am going to stick with that $500 bond and appoint the public defender. Oh, I'm sorry, the legal advocate's office. And no alcohol or illegal drugs, pretrial services if posted. And the arraignment will be March 10th at 1:30. And then with the Justice Court shoplifting, that is also from 2023. So I think I'll hold Miss Bagley on $100 bond just so she can get credit for everything and appoint Caitlin Waters to represent her. And then that court date in Justice Court. Sorry, I've lost my lawyer just a second. Okay, and that court date will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. And that will be it for Ms. Bagley.
Thank you, Sean.
And Judge, do we know if Holton refused again? Because I know Holton was set this morning with me.
Okay.
I think she refused, Judge. That is what the jail is telling me. So no objection to continue.
Okay.
Hey, so let's try. Take a seat right here. So it's against me. Yes. Okay. Just can I come back in a few seconds?
Yep. All right. What's your name?
Dana Thomas, detective.
All right, Mr. Fitzpatrick, let's see, got a warrant. A warrant from 2024 on shoplifting and a failure to appear from this year. And I'm going to release you on that one. You need to come back to court March 12th at 8:30 or a warrant will issue for your arrest. And then you've got a bunch of failures to appear and an assault in city. Not to have any contact with the victims. Not to return to the incident location. I'm going to hold you on a $500 bond, give me a city public defender, and your next court date will be March 11th at 1:45. And that's it. What's your name, sir? You guys think he's muted. Thanks.
My name?
Yes.
Barry Snyder.
All right, Mr. Snyder, you are charged with domestic violence assault. And I am going to order you not to have any contact with Dorina Snyder, not to return to her home. No,
That's my home.
well, it's hers
My
right
home.
now. She's married to you, and you are not to go back there. No alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence, no guns. I'm gonna hold you on a $1,000 bond, and if it's posted, you need to come back to court, and I will appoint Robin Old to represent you. And your next court date will be on. Oh wait, let me check. I take that back. I will appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you. And your next court date will be March 3rd at noon. And that's it, sir. So Ms. Altschuler will be out to talk to you. If you post the bond, you need to come to court and stay away from Dorina and your home.
Where am I going to go? In the street?
Go ahead and ask her the questions.
Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
That's my home also. We are married.
But you're charged with a crime, and I can impose a no contact, no return condition, sir. So if you post the bond, you have to find somewhere else to live. You can stay in a hotel until the 3rd. It's only till tomorrow, so.
My
All right, well, we're done, so you can talk to Ms. Altschuler, your lawyer, all right? Can you unmute Mr. Lewis? Thank you. What's your name, sir?
This is Xavier Lewis.
All right, you're charged with domestic violence, criminal damage, domestic violence, disorderly conduct. I am going to order you not to consume or possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, not to commit any acts of domestic violence, and I'm going to release you on your promise to appear in city court on April 1st at 1:30. If you don't appear, a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All right, you're released then, sir.
I'm sorry. Court date again.
They'll give you the paperwork. What's your name, ma'am?
Jamie Moore?
All right, Miss Moore. Looks like you have a Superior Court hold and a bunch of city court cases, failures to appear, park after hours. I actually think I am going to release you on these, but give you a public defender to follow along with, see what happens with your felony. So if you get out of court, out of custody, you need to come to city court April 18th at 9 o'clock. But if you don't, then your public defender will let us know at city court what's going on with you on your felony, okay?
Okay.
All right, and that's it. That's all I'm seeing you on today. Could you check actually the APO hold instead of the felony hold? Thanks. All right, that's it. Hey, Mr. Alvarez, get a 1 is my question.
I was sitting in the chair here.
What's your name, sir?
Alvarez.
Charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated assault causing substantial disfigurement, disorderly conduct with a weapon, 2 count, prohibited possession with a weapon, and discharging a firearm within the city limits, and endangerment. Counsel, the state's asking for a $100,000 bond. Did you want to be heard?
Yes, please, Judge. So the jail just informed me that probation did send over a hold. So given that's the case, it looks like he's on probation for armed robbery with a deadly weapon. So we don't know whether he's going to be revoked on that and sent to prison. But given that the probation matter is also for a serious felony, we ask you to consider a $10,000. Thank you.
I will appoint the public defender to represent Mr. Alvarez, order him not to go to the incident location, not to have any contact with the victims, no firearms, no alcohol or illegal drugs, hold him on a $50,000 bond, and set the preliminary hearing for March 12th at 1:30.
Well, you're done. Obviously, the next year.
What's your name, sir?
John, how are you?
Mr. Is it Cavatola?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you're charged with a robbery and possession of drug paraphernalia. And counsel, the state's asking for a $10,000 bond.
Judge, so I understand he has a 6 on 6 score on both scales, but the court should just note that his last conviction is from 2021, and for that reason, Judge, we are asking you to consider release to pretrial, but we understand if you're not inclined, then a $5,000.
I will appoint the public defender to represent the defendant, order him not to return to the incident location, no contact with the victim, No firearms, no alcohol or illegal drugs. I am going to go with the state's recommendation of the $10,000 bond, given the risk assessment and pretrial services. Pretrial, if posted March 12th at 1:30 is the preliminary here. Okay. What's your name?
Hey, Drew.
Mr. Encontres?
Mr. Chris.
All right, you have a warrant out of Superior Court for aggravated driving under the influence charges, 2 counts from January 8th of 2023. Council's got a $2,500 bond, and what I was looking at was the DUI that he didn't comply with his sentence in city court. So,
Judge, so the one thing I wanted the court to note was, looks like this case was dismissed 2 times. And then the first time he bonded out, and then it was dismissed, and then it was refiled, and he missed the mail. So obviously it's not civil because we don't have the 2 dismissal rule. But he just didn't have notice, it seems like. So we're asking for release to pretrial services. He is ensuring me that he will come to court. He seems to have some support from his mother. And judges to the DUI from city court, looks like it's a post adjudicated warrant, but your honor has a lot more information than I do, so I'd rather not say anything.
Samihan, where are you getting this was dismissed twice? It was dismissed and refiled.
Let me look. I feel like I saw this on the pretrial report. I may have misread, but let's look.
I think that it looks like it was, I can see why you thought that. I think that the warrant issued and that was a refile. So it issued on January 29th. And then I don't know. It is hard to tell. But at the end of the day,
it's confusing.
Yeah, it's hard to, that's not the best written report I've ever seen. But the bottom line is that the defendant didn't really show me that he completed a sentence on his first DUI. Now we've got this other DUI, although I guess it's older. I can't tell that either. No, it's newer. The first DUI was from 2022 and this one's from 2023. So something needs to be taken care of here. So I'm going to appoint the public defender. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't drive without a valid license. $2,500 bond as set in the warrant. Pretrial services, if posted March 10th at 1:30, is the criminal arraignment. I apologize. Then on the city court case, I am going to appoint the city public defender. And we've got also a 2024 criminal trespass case. I'll appoint them on everything. Hold on a $750 bond on that, the DUI case, and set it all for March 11th at 1:45. The city court. And that should be it. So you're saying I should give them both to Judge Hale now, right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. tell me if I messed up. What's your name?
Hector Garcia.
All right, Mr. Garcia, you are charged with possession of a dangerous drug and possession of drug paraphernalia. You appear to be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug charges in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in participating in that program?
There definitely is.
Okay, so I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. I'm going to release you to pretrial services and no alcohol or illegal drugs. The diversion hearing will be March 11th at 9 o'clock. And the the preliminary hearing, you guys, we want it 45 days out.
Yes, please, Judge. We'll wait time, and that comes to April 16th, 2025, if my math is right.
Thank you. All right, I will show that time is waived. And so, sir, you got to call your lawyer, report to pretrial when you're released. Oh, excuse me, I'm about to see. Excuse me, and come back to court for that diversion hearing on March 11th at 9 o'clock. You also have a misdemeanor, looks like driving on a suspended license. No, it's a DUI, let me think. Yeah, it is, driving under the influence. So, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't drive without a valid license. You gotta come to justice court on March 12th at 8:30, and you'll get a lawyer at that point. And if you don't show up for that one, a warrant will issue for your arrest. So you don't have a lawyer on the DUI right now. So come to court, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Consent.
All right. What's your name, ma'am?
Marissa Johnson.
All right. You are charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault, and burglary. And the state's asking for a $5,000 bond. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, please, Judge. So it looks like Ms. Johnson doesn't seem to have any felony criminal history, and I do acknowledge that the report, pretrial services report, does say that NCIC and ACIC systems were unavailable, but and she seems to have one DV charge from 2021. Your Honor, since she has no felonies, we're asking you to give her a chance on pretrial services release. She doesn't live with the victim. She has independent housing, and she has no problem abiding by no contact order. Thank you.
I guess I'd like to put on the record that witnesses all said they know what she's like when she's drunk, and pretrial says the screening results show nothing is needed as far as substance abuse. So I will appoint the public defender. No contact with Antonio Garcia, no return to his residence or work, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And I will release you to pretrial services. You need to come back to court on March 24th at 1:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes. Thank you.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Carlos Marquez. Good evening, Your Honor.
Hi. You are charged with aggravated driving under the influence.
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, the state's asking for a $7,500.
Here. Oh, Judge, can I have a brief moment? I think he has something to say. So, Your Honor, in speaking with Mr. Marquez, what he's telling me is he'd already taken Friday off to take care of his warrants in justice court. And city court, he had told his supervisor he was not going to be going to work. He wants the court to consider that fact while setting release conditions. We understand he has pending matters in justice court and city court, but he is assuring the court that he will show up on both the felony as well as the misdemeanor matters, and he is asking me to advocate for pretrial services release. So I will not be making a bond recommendation this evening. So we are asking for release, Judge. Thank you.
Okay. I'm going to appoint the public defender. I'm going to note that both the justice court case is a DUI and that the city court case is a criminal speeding and leaving the scene. So I think at some point, Mr. Marquez becomes too dangerous to release, obviously. So I will appoint the public defender. No alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't drive without a valid license. I'm going to hold him on a $5,000 bond as recommended by the state. Pretrial services if posted. And March 12th at 1:30 will be the preliminary hearing. Then on Mr. Marquez's DUI, I am going to hold him on a $1,000 bond on that one because that's really old and he's never come to court. And I will appoint Pete Gutierrez to represent him, and the court date will be March 3rd at 1 o'clock. And then on the city court case, I will release Mr. Marquez, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't drive without a valid license. And I will appoint the public defender. If you're out of custody, come to court April 18th at 9 o'clock on that one. Otherwise, your public defender will be able to talk to you about what you want to do with that city court case. And that's it. I think we're going to do that. What's your name, ma'am?
Sheena Monspano.
All right. The state's dismissing the the felony charges. So what you have left is a domestic violence, criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct in city court. I am going to appoint the city public defender, order you not to have any contact with Deborah Montano, not to return to her residence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no acts of domestic violence. And I'm going to hold you on a $250 bond, and your next court date will be March 11th at 1:45. And then the felony is dismissed by the state.
You have a medical book, nobody wanted? She needs to be seen.
Yeah, it was already there. It's on schedule.
Oh, okay.
It's very cold about it. We were to pass on.
Oh, perfect. I saw it on the project. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I was just checking the water.
Yeah. She doesn't have any other holds, just now, right?
That's my understanding, just because the Maricopa one is not necessary.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Excuse me, Judge. Is there any possible way because that you can please just release me because without the actual bond, because I am in the STEPS program and I am like I'm doing counseling like actively through
And Your Honor, I'm sure Mr. Goodman can confirm this, but that she does have a steps hearing scheduled on the 27th. I know the court will see her on the 11th, but she did inform me before court that she is actively seeking treatment and going to class and what.
yeah,
Yes.
I actually have a bed with Amity, and I'm going back into inpatient for the next 180 days.
So Meehan, I'm familiar with who she is. She's out of compliance with the program, and I'm sure she'll get released in a few days, maybe on the misdemeanor. So she has a review hearing set later this month for the program.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she's not doing what she's supposed to, or else she wouldn't be here.
Yeah, she was at her mom's house, continuously ringing the doorbell, climbing over the locked gate, knocking on the back door. That doesn't sound to me like someone who is complying with a.
That wasn't true, though.
I'm going to stick with my ruling, and you can talk to your public defender now.
Okay.
What happened to my condition? All right, the state is dismissing the felony drug charge, so I have you on a city court criminal trespass. I'm going to order you not to return to the incident location. That's from June of last year, and come to court on April 8th at 9 o'clock, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. Also have you on a failure to appear on a shoplift from 2024 in justice court. So I'm going to order you not to go to the incident location, and you need to come back to justice court March 12th at 8:30, or a warrant will issue for your arrest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're released.
Thank you. Up to you.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your name, sir?
Rooney.
All right, Mr. Rooney, you are charged with 2 counts of aggravated driving under the influence. And Mr. Rooney is on probation, I guess, for a DUI in city court. And the state is asking for a $7,500 bond. Counsel, did you want to be heard?
Yes, please, Judge. As to the allegation about the third or subsequent DUI within 84 months, at least from the pretrial services report, it looks like the first DUI, the commission date is 2014, and probation ended, I believe, in 2015. So
We've got one. There's one from 2022, and then one. I don't know, Peter. So the interim says that, which makes sense, that he has one from May 22, and that one's showing up on pretrial. But then he also has one from February of this year. So I don't know what that is showing.
that was going to be the question. I don't see that one
Yeah.
either.
Was he dismissed? It says he was previously arrested for ag DUI on February 26, 2025. So I don't know where that one is. Mr. Goodman, do you know?
No, I'm not certain, but I read the ag DUI statute similar to shoplifting, where if they commit an act, it's kind of an and or. So just because he's not charged with it right now, they are alleging the previous act of DUI, which would make it technically a third in time, as well as the revocation ag DUI.
Okay.
And Judge, it has always been the defense's position that since he's presumed innocent on that, the court cannot factor that in based on it came up in the DV context. There is a case, I think it's Gaynor Fontes, Gaymofontes, where they say that it has to be an actual conviction. That's how they read it. But again, it's subject to litigation. So I defer to the court on both points.
Well, I will find probable cause just for tonight, given that it sounds like a legal question. But I will hold Mr. Rooney because he's on probation for DUI. So I know he's got one at least in his past. So I'm going to appoint the public defender. I'm going to order Mr. Rooney not to drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs, $7,500 bond, pretrial services if posted, and the preliminary hearing will be March 12th at 1:30. And that's it.
So what do I do there?
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night. Have a good night, Simone.
You too, Peter. Bye.